So gents, we're just down here at Isle Pool on the Isle Estate. Is that what it's known as?
Yes, it's the Isle Pool, yeah.
And you've been having to mount a bit of a rescue operation. You noticed the fish were
gasping on the top.
That's it. And there's a couple of reasons that they can do that, but then you came to the conclusion there's not enough oxygen.
No, we had a major oxygen crash due to all the hot weather and lack of wind, lack of rain. The algae sort of thrived in the lake, but due to the heavy rainfall over the winter period, we've had a lot of sort of runoff from the trees, the woods, the other side. Because we store water in the lake to prevent Shrewsbury from flooding during the winter. We have to raise the level in here, and all the algae thrived off the nutrients that have been sort of brought back in from the swamp up the top. So the algae thrived, but because we haven't had the rain and the winds, it's not had enough oxygen to survive. So we had a massive algae bloom, and then overnight all the algae died off, which killed all of the oxygen within the lake. So all the fish started gasping on the surface. We had big clouds of daphnia starting to die. We didn't see any hatching going on from any of the usual mosquitoes, horseflies, damselflies, dragonflies, where usually you'd have thousands and thousands of insects flying about you non-stop throughout the day when you're down here. So we made the decision obviously to check the oxygen levels, see what they were like, and it confirmed that we did have a major crash. So as soon as we found that out, we took the decision to get as many pumps, as many aerators going as we can, to provide more of a safe haven for the fish, rather than trying to pump oxygen in the lake, because obviously the lake's 12 to 15 acres as it is at the moment. So it's a very, very large area to try and re-oxygenate just by manpower. You have to allow nature to get involved. But in the meantime, we just wanted to create a nice safe haven for the fish, so they can go somewhere, get the oxygen they need, and then they can sort of move away once they feel comfortable enough to go and have a feed. But knowing that they've got the aerators, got the pumps going, so if they do have that lack of oxygen again, they can move back into this area and get the energy levels that they need.
So it's a mammoth effort. Just mention the club that you're all part of.
Prince Albert Angling Society.
And it's a massive international group, isn't it?
Biggest one in Europe.
Yeah. I mean, well, you've been kipping overnight, haven't you, just to keep the pumps kind of refueled?
Yeah. Well, the pumps, certain ones, the pumps over there, they only last for 2 hours at a time. So obviously during the 24-hour period, I've had to sort of keep them going every 2 hours.
So how many nights have you had here so far, Will?
I think I've done 16 in the end. Yeah.
And just fill us in, your fisheries officer. So just fill us in. It's, people, it's just fish. You get more fish from other lakes. But this is really quite a special pool, isn't it, with the fish here? Very pure
breed. They're a strain called Lanies. They were stocked in, I would think, in the 1960s from Redmire, which is a very famous fishery in Herefordshire. But this lake has gone on to provide fish for a lot of the Cheshire lakes, Staffordshire lakes and Shropshire lakes.
Known as the Isle carp.
They're known as the Isle carp or the Laney strain.
So it really is, a special fish that's in here, isn't
Very
it?
Special.
So hence the extra effort that's being made just to really, do all you can.
That's right.
So what's your thoughts then? I mean, you're thinking keep the pumps going for how much longer?
Only for another week or so. We have started to feed them now. We started to feed them last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been about a week.
About a week. I've just been to get some more.
How many do you reckon you've lost? Would you an estimate?
32 we've lost.
Yeah.
Which is roughly about half the stock of the lake.
Yeah. So it's a significant. So fair play for you guys for spotting it soon. But I mean, people, we all know about the flooding in Shrewsbury and so on. But this is kind of perhaps another thing, another effect from all this extra rainfall we get that people don't know about. You know what I mean? The water, when they put these fishing pools are higher, like you say, they end up swamping the woodlands. Then that brings all kinds of other crap into the pool.
That's right. As well as nitrate runoff. But again, puts your ammonia levels up.
So I guess just long term, you wonder, with global warming and all that, you're hoping this doesn't become an annual problem.
Well, it's going to become more prevalent, we think, within the next few years. It's an ongoing thing.
We
this
are
is
going to
worldwide. This isn't just happened here. This has happened throughout the country this year.
And if you hadn't have seen this and got these pumps going, they'd all be dead now. Yeah.
they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.